Okay. I think we're good. I think we're gonna do this setup today. I like this the one time we did this. It's another night game, I think, but alright, no going back.
First.
Thanks for joining. That's a big grill. You're gonna cook a lot of food on that.
The desert is where the Sun Devils thrive. Welcome to Tempe, Arizona, Mountain America Stadium, home to the Arizona State
Another
Sun Devils.
kind of like a death game tonight.
By the likes of Frank Kush, Jake the Snake, and Pat Tillman. As we wind our way toward the end of another college
Fire it up. Rain in a little bit.
Into the success of this program and honor the seniors on Senior Day. He'll start the return inside his 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. So Arizona State's offense will get the first possession of the game. And here's the man they'll try to feed the football to no matter what the coverage looks like, Jesse.
He's their best player on offense, and I like the way this coaching staff moves him around and tries to create good matchups.
Try to get Moss going a little bit this game, especially after his big contributions blocking downfield last game.
I can bring extra coverage. Man, use this guy all over the field as a weapon of mass destruction.
I guess I shouldn't have aimed where I threw the ball, because that would have been a good play, but oh well. Wow. That's too bad. But we're still going to go for it, so.
Man, you can't draw it up any better than that.
We haven't ran the ball, but maybe we'll try the speed option on the
sack the quarterback, create some momentum. Now you're getting the football.
On 4th and 8, that was my fault. I messed up that second down play or whatever that was.
The last thing you want to do is start the game, first drive, go 3 and out. They won't do that here. They might go.
Dude, that's just individual effort right there. That is just crazy.
After he gets enough to move the sticks. And the Sun Devils will line it up on 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. You want to make sure to maximize those types.
Definitely got lucky on that play.
6-yard pickup on 1st down leaves him with 2nd and 4. Back to pass, it's Vasquez. He's got an open man.
This guy's just a little different. A little bit different.
Slippery slide, find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone.
It was a bad pass. It was behind him, but he needs some rack. He doesn't get much rack.
Just get himself into the game. Get himself established. You make a couple throws. You lead your offense down the field. You score right off the bat. Could not have been a better start for that QB.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So the BYU Cougars.
Keith Abney needs 2 more interceptions to tie the record and 3 to set it.
To throw the ball down the field today, David, because both of these teams have locked down corners.
I mean, these guys shut down half of the field. Playmaking cornerbacks that really can play man-to-man and lock down the best guys on the other side.
Yeah, if I'm a quarterback,
Thunderbird is diving through there, right there. This guy's crazy. He doesn't even show up in the stat book for national.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Off the play fake. Catch in the middle. It's Hutchinson. And the defense settled in.
That little halfback release got us right there.
What do they have for 3rd and short from their own 23?
Definitely a pass.
From the gun, wants to pass. He lost one down the sideline.
No way I picked that off.
You know, as a defensive.
That probably shouldn't have been an interception, but he kept me in bounds, kind of. That's funny.
Force the quarterback to make plays way outside towards the sideline. That's a
go score. He's gonna score.
A lot of arm strength.
The expressway is
I just
wide open.
don't get the 99 speed thing. If you're 99 speed, he should have maybe got around that guy. Who knows?
Quarterback and running back set up in the pistol.
Thunderbird is at disadvantage. Other LBs are outside but actually play the and get sacks. It was insane.
Thank you for noting his disadvantage. He does play middle linebacker. He kind of controls the field. A lot of the defenders who are in the... Oh, I shouldn't even have the truck. Or in the conversation are, yeah, like defensive ends and stuff like that, and they get a lot of sacks. He doesn't. He plays coverage. He plays the run.
Showed you all of his tools on that last play.
Dang it. I should have done a move instead. Let's see if we can get someone open here. Kind of a dangerous. Yeah, I was just... Oh, no way. What a Heisman play. How do you break out of that?
What a run for this playmaker to just elude the defense and get in for the score.
And I tell you what, defensively, you can't let this guy get on the edges. You cannot give up contain with your defensive ends. You got to stay outside. You got to make sure you know this guy's going to scramble and try to make plays, and you got to make sure you keep him in the pocket.
All right, let's see if we can...
Bring it back from inside his 5.
Ooh, man, there's a lane there.
He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20.
All right, let's see if we can get Thunderbird another pick 6. Let's get 3 pick 6 game in a row.
And they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
Thank you. I don't know. I don't think it matters because then once they get in the playoffs and you play, it's so tough.
They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts,
Thunderbird.
you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that.
And 2 of the last. Baylor was like only had 2 wins or something.
Conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. Looking to the big tight end.
Dang it! I didn't get there in time. If that was a user, if that was a throw by me, that'd be picked.
Will snap it from the 42 on 1st and 10. Looking for space. It's Hutchinson.
It's an offense that takes pride in being physical. They try to get it going on the ground, but no gain on that one.
Just nowhere to run. Not a lot of wiggle room for the ball carrier.
This defense came in knowing that they had to.
That was my fault. I went inside playing the end.
He showed it all there. A little elusiveness, a little power.
I gotta get out of the recent play selection. I keep running the same play.
Have their offense in high gear.
Definitely a run right here.
They're looking for an advantage to
Dang it, I went the wrong way. I gotta stop with the hit stick too. I did see that you're like the 12th seed. I almost would want to lose. If I lose to Colorado, I hope I can still make it, obviously. That'd be cool to have like a playoff game here. Oh! Dang it.
They recover their own fumble. Somehow, who knows how they got that thing back. Second down after the offense.
The playoffs definitely will be interesting this year because Spencer looks really good this year.
It's a draw.
Pick it up. He almost. Why did he scoop and score that? It was in his hands. Yeah, Spencer looks really good, and Caleb obviously looks really good again.
One thing I do know, Reese, this running back has got to do a better job with ball security. Cannot turn the football over.
Could I have picked that off if I didn't hit stick?
Looks as if BYU will have to punt it away. You ought to be able to use this first.
What a good punt.
Why not worth it? Low fumbles are crazy. Offense has magnets. Smoke Mazzolo.
I know you did smoke him. He was good when my team just couldn't keep up. Like his line dominated me. What a terrible catch.
There is nothing more demoralizing than that.
Headset battery low. I don't want to plug it in while I'm playing, but I might have to do it.
And you can't stop it.
Nothing the defense can do. That is mano-a-mano up front. And your guys getting a push. They know you're running it, and they still can't stop it.
Why am I in the recent place?
Here
we go.
The defense knew something, right? Like
there we go. He got the boost.
They were going to come out and run the football. They brought out the goal line, brought in some big boys.
Go!
Was ready for
Dang.
the run on that play.
He has 89 yards on the ground, and he has his eyes fixed on leading the nation in rushing.
We know this guy is in contention right now for the
Let's see if Hendricks probably could go deep right here.
Got to put up big stat games, right? Had over 100 rushing yards.
He can go deep any play. Here we go. Even in the rain. Can we put up 100 points 2 games in a row? Get our points per game numbers up.
So many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. BYU,
the only thing bad about blitzing is if you miss the running back in the... Alright, thanks. Thanks for tuning in.
If you can go back to some of the stuff that worked that last drive too, find the things that you had success with. You just got to be able to build on it a little bit.
Yeah, and just break that extra tackle, you know, make that extra play, make the guy miss, put a drive
All right, second quarter.
so you can finish with some points.
They make the stop, and that will likely bring us to the end of the first quarter.
Like, why even run a play?
That's the end of the quarter, and Arizona State has the lead. Man, that was an
Let's blitz him again.
and dominant first quarter. Let's take a look at the stats before we move on. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the
Thank
air.
goodness.
And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up. BYU will bring the punt team on the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Makes a move. And the returner goes down. Arizona State has the ball back in the offense, making its way onto the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
Can he score? Can he score? He will. He will not score, but that's okay. He needed that.
Away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play.
I don't really like this play.
Let's
see what happens.
That last play. Now it's 1st and 10 inside the 15. Pressure coming.
Yeah, that's not a play I like to run. I don't know why I did.
Hangs off the sack at the 20. First down sack, pushes it back. Now it's second down. To the air, it's Vasquez. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
Well, great job there by the
See if we can get this in around the edge.
right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up
First?
a big one.
Nope.
You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
He gets awfully close to
See if we can get it.
down, but I think he's going to be just a hair short. Nice job to keep
Oh my god. I shouldn't have even done that. That almost was a fumble.
And the Sun Devils are on the move. Power ahead.
Go score.
And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Sun Devils. They'll try to tackle.
I shouldn't have given him that rush because that put his average down. Oh well.
Makes it 28-0. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy.
Another ball is
Did we get it? Thank goodness.
It's recovered by the kicking team, and they'll steal a possession. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. Touch pass on the jet sweep. He just broke the century mark. 100 yards on the ground, and that's just another routine day for this guy.
Was that considered a run?
Leaders in rushing all season long. Got some room headed to the goal line, and he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Arizona State!
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense.
All right, let's keep it going. We love those 16-second drives.
They look like it right now.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And he takes this from inside the 5.
Someone take the ball.
Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Here comes the offense on first down. Running back searching for a hole. Really nice run there. Good, solid pickup, and they'll move.
I gotta stop spamming buttons when they're running.
Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Going up top on first down. Quickly complete.
Good catch.
And good coverage by the defense, just a short game. Offense gets set for second down. They go to the ground. A strong tackle and wrap up.
They could almost do that all game if they wanted to.
At the 42, facing a 3rd and short. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Bulls his way forward.
Okay, I was gonna say if he breaks like 10 tackles.
Lose a yard on that one.
Defense is about seeing it and pulling the trigger, and you can tell they pull the trigger so fast. Get to the back, get him on the ground quickly.
All right, let's return this.
4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way.
He's gonna be tired now.
Sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. Arizona State has the ball back, and the offense making its way onto the field. On the option, he'll toss it.
Dang it.
Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds.
When you're a defense, it is stop the run first. That is your first responsibility. It makes the whole game easy. And right now, they got it going on the ground. The defense is going to have to change something up. These little tiny...
Dang it, I cut it too. I didn't have a good... If I would have rounded it a little bit better, he probably could have scored.
Sun Devils have it with a 1st and 10. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And he's brought down after a nice game. They'll put it in play from the 27, 1st down.
Will this work? I doubt it.
If you're going to be in the discussion for the Heisman Trophy, you got to be putting out big stat games week in, week out.
Throwing the ball to the crowd.
And obviously had over 100 rushing yards his last time out. He's doing it again here today in a game where a lot of Heisman Trophy voters, they're watching this one.
Wants to throw. It's Vasquez. Fires deep toward the end
Yeah.
zone.
I hate they get caught. Like, if he would get out of the break normal, he probably would score, but he got bumped.
It's 3rd down now. They ought to be able to get off one more play before the 2-minute warning. Makes the grab. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it 1st and goal.
All right.
As we reach the 2-minute warning, they'll need to try to get a stop to keep this thing from getting out of hand. Buys a little extra time.
We'll let him get some rushing touchdowns.
Touchdown, Sun Devils! Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he did get that extra point through the slippery surface, no problem. About to kick it off.
The only thing I don't like about my offense is I feel like when I need to pass, I don't have like great passing plays.
On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20.
That's when I lose games.
BYU offense headed back out to go on the attack. They find themselves in a pretty deep hole here, but maybe a chance to grab a
Dude, Abney, if you would have made a play on the ball, you would have had an interception.
Like this is an opportunity. This is the biggest opportunity in front of them in the game right now. You got to get some points on the board. You got to create something positive, Jesse. There hasn't been a whole lot to be positive.
And the quarterback,
Huge sack. They're just running the clock.
not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20.
Probably just a run, obviously.
They're going to run it to the right. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. Looks as if BYU will have to punt it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Fields to punt and tries to help improve that field position.
Dang it.
Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark.
What a block.
Outside. Oh, spins away. And they finally get him stopped, but it's a big throwing catch.
This is a tough area to score right here.
This offense has been running up and down the the field, and here they are, first and goal, a chance to tack on another one before halftime. He's got it down to the 1-yard line, right on the doorstep of Pater. And the Sun Devils are in the hurry-up. He snares it in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona!
Nope, I'm not going for 2. Oh well.
And with that extra point, the lead remains in the gargantuan category. So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off,
all right,
really important for the defense to shut
see if we can keep it going.
Here. On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. Now they're backed up here, Jesse. Wonder how aggressive they're willing to
Gonna get there in time.
It's going to come down to how much confidence they have in this quarterback and his decision making.
Let's go. Oh, they're just running the clock out. Okay, that's fine.
With this little time left.
And I think that's conversations you've had with a young fellow on the sideline and be like, what are you comfortable with right here that we can run? Maybe stay aggressive, but make sure I don't make that mistake.
He'll start the return inside his 5.
Wow, what a big hit.
Man has no place to run, no place to hide, and a place to be tackled.
I think they switched up the offense. Backup quarterbacks usually do really well against him. I took such a bad angle right there. I thought I was trying to go if he pulled it for the sack.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Now they'll run the draw. Find some space enough to get 5 to the 22. They've already punted 4 times in this game, and they're about to run the guy out.
I got the crowd back in it.
If they don't pick up the first down here. Spits it out to the back.
Good catch.
Makes a catch. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. BYU coming to the line with 1st and 10. Give to the single back. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. 2nd down coming up. Looking to pass. It's Coates. They're trying to get... And here's a...
Jeez.
Behind the line.
We cannot get their fumbles.
Did the offense retain possession? Those last 2 running plays went nowhere. At this point, you wonder if you just run it again, punt, and regroup.
Oh, he's open.
He unleashes a long one.
It's Abney. That's my boy.
Traffic gets picked off.
I went right to the defender. I got lucky on that user pick right there.
And the senior just
All right, he needs 3 more interceptions to break the record.
They'll run it from the gun. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31.
See, I just don't think our passing offense is good.
Talked about him in the Heisman race. What do you have to do? You got to finish strong. The voters are watching what you do at the end of the season. Awesome opportunity. Put together a 100-yard game last week. Put some stats up. Get a bunch of touchdowns. You know, really finish strong so you can get in that Heisman race and maybe.
Let's see if we can get this pass out there. It's kind of a dangerous throw thrown this way. Thank gosh, he almost threw it to him. I just don't get the holding in the first 2 seconds of the play. Oh, an eligible receiver. Hopefully they accept it.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. The offense lining up for a first down play. Looking to throw. Caught in the backfield.
Man, we need people to get those blocks.
And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can...
Yeah, I'm going to force it to Moss and probably throw an interception.
He's looking for a man on 2nd down.
He actually probably would have been open.
Makes the catch. It's Nicholson. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone.
Touchdown, jeez. Got pushed in there.
And the route is on. I mean, the way this team has dominated this game, impressive to say the least.
And it's cool now because you're kicking the crud out of them so bad, you start to put the backups in and all them get to get in juice and get to get some playing time, get some feel good. And the other side, well, they're just taking it right to the face.
Here he comes from inside his own 5.
All right.
And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. The BYU offense headed back out to go on the attack. He hurls one deep down the left side.
I did not. Why doesn't it let you get to the defender? Like I pushed circle as soon as that ball went in the air.
That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. Back to throw, it's Coates.
He got me on the play action.
Getting some heat.
And he got me on that.
Gets rid of it to the running back underneath.
I knew that was coming. That was a good play. See if we can get someone in there.
He is a versatile back.
And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious. BYU will bring the punt team on the field. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today.
Can we get another return?
He only needs a sliver of daylight.
And that punter's just been getting us. Okay.
Turns like that
Not going to be dumb.
Don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. Arizona State has the ball back in the offense, making its way onto the field. Here comes the option. Now
Go score.
Pitch. Got room at the 35. Running toward the
Dang it.
tape.
That's okay.
And they get him out of bounds after an explosive run, just chewing up yardage along the way. They ripped off a huge chunk, and now a little chunk is needed to pay it off. Touchdown, Arizona State!
It's like that. He has 3 rushing touchdowns.
Second.
The identity of this offense is
Glad to see her awake.
They're doing that in this game. That's now 3 rushing touchdowns on the day.
Lining up to cover the kick after that
I
touchdown.
don't get how you score so much low.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5.
I was Thunderbird League.
And he's able to pick
Oh,
his way
okay.
through the traffic nicely for a good return on that one.
We
before
just
he's brought down.
focus on
BYU has it back. The Cougars
scoring
ready to
chicken.
get into that playbook. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was
because our defense has been stepping it up these last few games.
In that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs. Get some positive momentum.
Should I have went for the interception right there?
For one pitch, but that was a sure and heavy tackle on the tight end. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here.
Oh, why is he wide open?
He's got it down the left side. Open runway ahead. He's got
Man,
the
someone messed up their coverage there.
as he gets it down to the 18-yard line. And the Cougars will have it first.
Come on, we're going to have a shutout. Let's go. You got to get turned over.
They're looking to pass from the red zone. And
Dang
that
it.
incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down.
Thought maybe that'd be an interception.
Here comes the offense on second down. Wide receiver coming across in motion. They'll leave it with him. They get him stopped after a
All right.
3-yard gain. Ball is at the 17.
Come on, we need to turn over.
A 3rd and long coming up here. To the air, it's Coates. Got away from trouble.
Oh, gosh, he almost
And a
had that.
missed opportunity on 3rd down as the
Can we get a block?
defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. It's wise not to be too greedy, and they'll go ahead and
Dang
send
it.
out the field goal unit.
There goes our shutout. That's
It's
okay.
good. And they'll put 3 on the board.
On a
but the
blown
deficit
coverage.
Remains huge. So the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away after putting up a field goal. Let's see what the defense can do. And he takes this from inside the 5. And the returner will be brought down. Arizona State is
It's impossible.
on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. Got it behind the line. It's Moss.
What is the
He's
flag going to
brought
be
down,
on?
but there's a
Are you
flag on the
joking?
field. Let's see what the call is. They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. On first down, here comes this offense.
For some reason, I can't throw that ball that way.
And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. They ran it on first down, now on 2nd. He's looking to throw. He lobs
Can he make it?
high down the left side.
Actually held on to it.
Throws in after 25.
This guy reminds you a little bit of Devontae Smith back in Alabama winning the Heisman. This guy makes plays.
Oh, shoot.
Top 5 right now in the nation. and receiving yards, and that's why he's in the Heisman discussion.
After the incompletion, looking at second down.
We definitely kind of slowed the scoring pace down.
Sweet feet on the move.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
Pocket starts to collapse. And he really wanted to get the touchdown there, but it's incomplete.
I'm not even going to say anything. Dude, he's wide open. Why doesn't he catch that ball? I pushed X. Maybe shouldn't I push X? I don't know.
The offense stays aggressive, and I think they stay aggressive because they know they're in field goal range. They got that 3 in their back.
That's so ridiculous. He missed that wide. I know. There was literally no one there. I pushed the X button, so I don't know if that played into effect. There, we got him one. I'm mad because I was having a good completion game. All right, we need to score 30 points by the end of the game. We haven't had a turnover in a while. Let's see if we can fumble. Jeez.
And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. Guys, that last trip a little disappointing having to take the 3.
Yeah, and I think, Jesse, you see so many offenses talk about getting yards and the tempo and all the stuff they do.
They're just going to run the ball.
Football, but they got to get in the end zone this time.
Yeah, and I think to do that, they just got to be more physical at the point of attack. Get some push up front. They need to be the best.
That's scary, though, because it looks like they could crease it at any time.
Set to snap at time, winding down here in the corner. Dropping back, it's Coates. Get it out on the screen.
Read that screen. I try not to go for the interception because if you miss it, then the screen's wide open.
That's the end of the quarter, and Arizona State.
All right, need 30 points.
And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. 4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way.
Okay.
And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he stops. Arizona State has the ball back in the offense, making its way onto the field. Give to the back.
Good blocking, good blocking. Great blocking.
At the 45 on his way. And he's running in the open.
Nice.
Just making a huge play, and he sets him up all the way down at the 14. After that huge play, right back at him on 1st and 10 from inside the 15. Fires to the end zone.
Nice throw and catch.
And the punishment has been
I gotta go for 2 on 2 of these conversions.
On the board here in the 4th quarter, and how about this team? Just a lone blemish on the resume and about to go to 10-1. If this dude were a kitchen knife, he would be slicing tomatoes so thin your in-laws would never come back to your house.
What?
Well, that'd be a good thing. I don't know if I want my in-laws to come back anyways. But he's been
never heard that one.
Absolutely torching this defense. They've had absolutely no answers for him.
Why didn't that safety 20 come and just pick that ball off?
Tackle, but he has enough for the first
He
down.
ran by the ball.
Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll throw it on 1st down.
Intentional grounding.
Job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss. Now on 2nd down after the incompletion. They'll run play action, trying to get to it.
Finally.
And the quarterback is snowed under.
Well, the defense is
Let's go zone right here. See if we can get them to throw a pick or something.
Early in the 4th quarter, and still they're getting pressure on this quarterback, registering a sack.
Feeling some heat. And he's all
Someone get the ball.
The ball's loose. Oh, looks like the offense was able to recover it. Looks as if
okay.
BYU will have to punt it away.
We just don't fall on fumbles as a team. That's gonna maybe let me return it.
Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. The give to the tailback. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39.
Yeah, and that's exactly what you want.
Can we run this power play? Let's see if it works.
Establish the run, establish the physicality. And you know what helps? That clock up there, it continues to tick. So let's see if they choose to keep the ball on the ground and stay conservative and run that clock.
Defenses have had their hands full slowing this guy down all season long. It's the speed, and it's the open field running ability and vision.
I don't know if we're going to be able to get this. Gonna have Moss come underneath.
In the conversation for the Heisman Trophy.
Looking for a man, it's Vasquez. Throws to the wideout. Got his man to the left. Brought down at the 28. A chunk play, 15 yards on that one, and a first down.
I hate how slow they get on the ball.
With a fresh set of downs. Strong run, picks up 6 down to the 22-yard line.
I don't like this play either.
Sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
I don't know what I'm doing. I'm wasting time.
The defense wouldn't let him loose.
That's what I'm saying. I don't have good pass plays. Like, it's either someone's open or they're not.
23-yard line, not thinking field goal, wanting to convert this 3rd and short. He finds his man. Tackle is made, but not until he gets the first down. The Sun Devils want to move quickly. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. It's complete.
And I love working the slot receivers. You see so much of that. It's about matchups, right? I can put a fast guy in that slot, maybe get him matched up on a linebacker or a safety. I like working those guys in those matchups. Favorable for the offense for sure.
He caught it. Touchdown,
nice.
Sun Devils. And the pummeling has started.
I didn't go for 2, so for the next 2, I'm going to have to go for 2.
This lead out a little bit more here in the 4th, and now they can smell 8 straight wins. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. On the run from inside his own 5.
Thunderbird. All right, can we get 2 touchdowns somehow?
The BYU offense headed back out.
You're going to zone.
They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first.
I gotta stop doing hit stick. Like, I knew that's where he was throwing it to. It, like, when they catch the ball, it freezes your guy for a split second.
Feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this
I don't like
drive.
Thunderbird on a
Like
guy. I will.
gotta be able to put some points up on the board here.
They got 3 guys in that area. How? They're going to take away my scoring.
Looking downfield, it's Coates. Finds his target down the middle.
So why didn't my linebacker pick that off? That's wild. How that keeps happening. Like, thrown right over people.
The aerial assault continues. Fires to the tight end.
Holding there.
The gas just keeps moving. He'll be
crazy.
Down at the 3-yard line. An explosive play in the passing game has him on the doorstep. He'll set up to throw. And it's caught.
Like, I got froze on the lineman, but
Went through to the end, but this is pretty much window dressing.
And this has been a
annoying.
rough day for this offense, and finally, some good things to happen.
I know I'm getting mad. I'm winning 84-10, but
that's the way the coaches spin it when you're getting beat up and you're getting destroyed. Like, let's find something for the future. Let's keep fighting. Let's keep working. This team's done that. Put some points on the board, so it's not all bad.
Oh, what vision.
go. Nice. Hendricks needed another one. Even though it's not going to affect his Heisman campaign.
And now they'll empty the backfield for the 2-point try. Looking to throw. He makes the grab in the end zone for the 2-point conversion. I don't think it would have killed them to kick it there. They're lining up to kick it off, full of momentum after housing that last kickoff.
All right, let's see if we can get one more.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. Well, this offense needs something to feel good about. It hasn't been very productive today, Jesse.
Well, I think it's just important they
Okay, kind of on to that play.
And just see what this quarterback can do here at the end of the game to build confidence for the next time they take the field.
Yeah, and there hadn't been much good today, but build confidence, sure.
There we go. Can we get a safety right here? Let's bring them.
Defense puts the exclamation point on the day. They have had a wonderful day, man. Doing everything great. Just
They're either gonna.
They were dialed into what was going on, and now just throw another sack.
Nice. Can he take it?
Bringing it back.
Nice.
A big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
This is a beautiful situation for the defense. When you're up by 2+ scores and you're in this situation, you know exactly what is coming. It's going to be a pass. They have to because the clock is their enemy. Great job.
Pass being down. Just wasting time right there.
Trying to make a play, but eventually he goes down.
That's so frustrating when you
Dang
get
it.
first and
Now I'm just wasting time.
Next thing you know, you're backed up. You're not even in the red zone anymore. Offenses have to be able to respond. You got to understand. I'm going to get negative plays. What's next?
Dang it.
I got on the sheet that I know I'm going to call. Get this back and get the end zone. And I'm a
Wasting
fan of
time,
this,
wasting
man. Run
time.
the football, eat the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Like just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling. Everything has worked. That's why they built it.
A shot toward the end zone.
Oh man, shot myself in the foot by running backwards on that play.
Short on third down, but I tell you what, they've still had a good day. There's so many positives to point to. I'll be interested to see if they go for it here on 4th down. They don't have to. They got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, shown a variety of all kinds of things. Now it's just about how they want to finish.
I knew that was going to happen. I should have thrown the post. Now I'm going freaking field goal block.
Where's the sportsmanship? You're blowing this team out. Why are you going for it on 4th down? Why not just punt, give it back, and just leave here with a W? That's because this coach...
How did we not get a sack there?
I played for a coach in college that would have done the same thing. If backups are on the field, they get an opportunity to run their play.
We ruined our...
So let them do it. At the end of the day, you've got to force the opponent to stop. And that's what they're doing. That's the mindset. I got to be honest.
It's so dumb. Oh, that's my own fault.
The defense, 14 seconds left. Offense threatening at the 45-yard line on 1st and 10. He's going to pass. He's got his man. The timeout stops the clock with 10 seconds to play.
Can we get a pick six?
Now on 2nd down. Looking to throw, it's Coates. A little screen to the running back. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there. And still
that's frustrating. Oh well.
First down. Timeout on the field and 4 ticks left to go. They're bringing heat.
I'll just say. All right. Good game. We just didn't get to 100.
Just complete and utter dominance in this one. Outplayed their opponent and took care of business.
Great passing game for him, though. And he has 3 rushing touchdowns.
Defense and special teams. This team came ready to play, and man, it was pedal to the metal right from the opening kickoff.
Moss, 9 catches, 109. Just getting everybody involved today. Thunderbird, 16 total tackles again.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David
Hendricks,
Pollack, our entire
touchdown.
team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another presentation.
Thanks for watching.